Well, not on my watch. That's what President Trump tweeted about cutting funding for Stars and Stripes. It's been the newspaper of record for the U.S. military for more than a century, and people have died delivering this paper to the troops. Well, now a filmmaker hopes his documentary on Stars and Stripes will become a call to action. Eric Phillips explains.
When Stephen Barber first came up with the idea for his film, The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route, he believed it would be wildly popular, especially among service members worldwide. He did not expect it to play a role in keeping the newspaper's presses printing.
This is their hometown paper away from home.
It's about being connected to home, because a lot of times these guys, once they're gone, and they can't make phone calls. They can't send emails, and the only thing they have is the Stars and Stripes.
Stephen Barber has made several military-themed films, but admits this one is his favorite.
I've seen this movie 10 times.
Told in documentary style, The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route focuses on the 150-year-old Stars and Stripes.
Getting stories from the battlefield can be harrowing, even deadly.
A lot of journalists have been killed in these wars.
Something former reporter Linda Rausch knows all too well.
When you see that, you're sorry. God, it's just hard for me to go back.
Every single day, the paper is distributed to U.S. military installations.
The Stars and Stripes paper route is all over the Middle East. Kuwait, Iraq, Bahrain, Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
Hence the title of the film, suggested to Barber by one of the paper's reporters.
And he just looked at me and he said, "I got the great title, Mike. We'll call it The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route." And I was like, oh my God. I mean, I'd love to tell you that I came up with the title, but I didn't. And that was what really blew my mind. Was it's not very often you get a title that draws you in immediately.
Little did Barber know that during production, the Defense Department would plan to stop publishing the paper, moving its $15 million budget to other areas. A group of bipartisan lawmakers lobbied to stop it, however, including Senator Lindsey Graham.
But when I went to Germany, it was a big deal when the paper came. When you're in Iraq and Afghanistan, it was a really huge deal.
And he told me when I interviewed him a couple of years ago, there's no way that this paper's ever going down. Not on my watch. I won't let it happen. Lindsey Graham got it to the White House. The president saw it.
And that led to a presidential tweet that said, "The United States of America will not be cutting funding to Stars and Stripes magazine under my watch. It will continue to be a wonderful source of information to our great military." The Pentagon rescinded its order to stop the presses.
Because anybody who would watch the film, there's no way they'd shut this newspaper down. People have died delivering this paper to the troops. I don't think any other publication in the world can say that. And a movie is like a cake. You put in the flour, you put in the sugar, you put in the baking powder, and it doesn't always rise. But in this particular case, this film rose to the occasion.
Though the paper is still being published for now, the question over its funding remains. Lawmakers have indicated Congress may directly fund the paper, though that line was not included in its initial budget. The World's Most Dangerous Paper Route is available on Amazon Prime. Eric Phillips, CBN News.
Well, all of the Stars and Stripes is part of the Department of Defense budget and also must earn most of its operating budget. And that's what helps keep the paper independent and then free from censorship. If you want to support the mission of Stars and Stripes, all you have to do is go to cbnnews.com and we'll give you a link